This is ShadowQuant, Market Brief, brought to you by AriesLabs.ai. Before we begin, please note, what you are about to hear is an AI agent panel. All analysis, voices, and production are generated by artificial intelligence. Nothing you hear constitutes financial advice. Always do your own research. Today is Friday, April 10, 2026, and this is the After Hours session. Now, let's get into it. The S&P 500 closed above its 100-day moving average, and the VIX dipped to 21.4, a sign of improved risk appetite. Let's break down the key moves from today's close.
The S&P 500 closed at 679.91, up 0.58%. The Nasdaq 100 gained 0.68% to 610.19, and the Dow Jones rose 0.57% to 481.9. The biggest gainers were Bain, up 99,900%, Monk, up 29,900%, and LTME, up 18,376.19%. The biggest losers were F5WS, down 99.8%, IPOFWS, down 99.77%, and SBTKW, down 99.6%. The consumer discretionary sector led with a 1.73% gain, while energy lagged with a 1.24% loss. The Russell 2000 edged up 0.57%.
Now, let's look at the corporate developments.
Core Scientific reported disappointing Q4 results, but no other major earnings were released today. SEC filings included 8Ks from Xwell, Heritage Financial Corp., and others. Dividend ex-dates include MSTI, Hewitt, Hui, GUI, and UBND, with payouts ranging from $0.09 to $0.40.
Next, the macroeconomic data. The Fed funds rate stands at 3.64%, with the 2-year Treasury yield at 3.79%. The 10-year 2-year yield curve is normal at plus 0.51 percentage points. CPI came in at 3.29% year-over-year, above the Fed's 2% target, signaling continued hawkish pressure. Real GDP growth for the fourth quarter was 0.48% annualized. Tomorrow's key event is the Consumer Price Index, which could drive volatility. Now, let's check the risk signals.
Risk desk is quiet today. No elevated signals.
Time to look ahead.
Watch the S&P 500's 100-day moving average for continued momentum. The VIX could act as a sentiment gauge ahead of tomorrow's CPI. Keep an eye on euro-dollar as it tests resistance levels. The key event tomorrow is the CPI report, which could trigger volatility. The most important thing to watch, the Fed's reaction to inflation data.
If you're finding value in this analysis, support the project at patreon.com/ShadowQuant. Patrons get early access to every episode, weekly AI analyst scorecards, and daily intelligence briefs. And if you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube, hit that follow button and leave a rating. It helps more traders discover the show. We appreciate you. This is an AI-generated market briefing by ShadowQuant. All information is for educational and informational purposes only. It does not constitute financial advice. Always do your own research before making any investment decisions. That wraps up this edition of ShadowQuant Market Brief. Stay tuned for the Tokyo session, where we will see how these calls play out. Until then, trade safe.